Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. Today, guys, we are going to react to some best of lists, okay? Best of 2024 lists. I thought it would be interesting, at least for me. Maybe it'll be interesting for you guys as well. We'll see how many of you guys actually watch the video. But I thought it would be interesting to go to a variety of different websites and look at their best of 2024 list, because I've already made all the ones that I'm going to make. I've done 6 best of 2024 videos, or worst of, depending on how you look at my dumbest releases of the year video. But yeah, I did that. I did the top 4Ks of the year. I did some underrated 4Ks and Blu-rays of the year. I did the top 10 package releases. I did the top 10 steelbooks. I also ranked the studios and boutique labels the other day on a live stream. So I've done plenty of best of the year content. So I thought it'd be cool to look at some other websites and different outlets and just kind of gauge the overall like consensus and opinion that's out there. Of course, I know there's plenty of my peers out there that are doing lists of their own, that have done lists of their own. I haven't really watched a ton of people's lists. You know, I have in the past, but I definitely don't like watching people's lists before I make like my own lists. So I don't really like know the consensus out there, like what's everybody saying the best of the year is. So I feel like if I go onto these websites, like maybe I'll get some kind of a consensus as to like what the best of 2024 was, according to different people out there talking. So look, before I get into it, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And then, comment down below, guys, what were some of your favorite releases of 2024? Do you agree with the list that I'm getting ready to get into? I've got a variety of websites. I've got the Wrap. I've got the DVD Beaver. Did I say Bieber? DVD Beaver, who's been around for forever, I think, just reviewing DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, all kinds of stuff. They're still going strong. We got Sound and Vision. I'm not too familiar with that website. And then we've got the AV Forums website as well. So yeah, we've got a variety of sites to get into. I know Blu-ray.com like also did their own list. I may jump into that as well if we got some time. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Let me bring up the first site and let's just get cracking, guys. We're bringing up the Wrap right here. And that's more of like a mainstream kind of, movie news media outlet. So I'm thinking we're going to get some pretty, I don't want to say generic, but just like basic opinions here. But who knows? Maybe they could surprise me, and give me something cool. I mean, I'm seeing a picture of Roy Scheider right there, which would, indicate that they put The Last Embrace on their list, which is a release I haven't watched yet. So they got one over on me for sure. Was that a 4K? I didn't even remember that being a 4K. Maybe this isn't all 4K. So we got a lot of mumbo jumbo right here. This is written by Drew Taylor. This was all the way back on Christmas Eve. 2024 was maybe the best year ever for Blu-rays and 4K UHD discs. Thanks to boutique labels. So they're in the know. They know about the boutique labels and all that stuff. Maybe I didn't give the Wrap enough credit. And it's with this newfound sense of blah, 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 of optimism. Yeah, everybody's optimistic about the Blu-ray physical media market until they're not. And then they make another article that says physical media is dying, everybody. But anyway, let's scroll down. Hope you enjoy, and here's to another banner year of watching movies at home without any buffering issues, latency, or noise. I mean, look, I appreciate like a major, entertainment outlet, promoting physical media. I think that's cool. Especially in, 2025, the year that we're in now. All right, so number 10 on their list, and I'm assuming they're going to go from 10 to 1, because why wouldn't they? We got Andor. Season 1 was number 10, and this seems to be tied with the Underground Railroad, which I think, was that the Barry Jenkins show? I have not seen either one of these shows. I have been wanting to watch Andor because I have heard some good things about it. And I'm sure it looked great. I'm sure it looked great on disc. And I mean, I don't disagree, with giving some of those Disney Plus shows that they put out on physical media a spot on this list. I'm sure they looked great. And it was really cool of Disney. Look, I like the bash on Disney as much as the next guy, but it was cool of Disney to actually put those out on physical media. We don't see a lot of the other streaming services doing stuff like that. So I got to call that out and give a little bit of credit. I do think the Underground Railroad was an Amazon show too. So that was another streaming service show that got physical. So I'm sure they kind of tied those at the 10 spot just for that, just the fact that we're getting some streaming shows on physical media. I'm not going to read into all the reasoning behind all their picks, guys. I'm just going to look at the picks. All right, coming at number 9, we have Bad Company. Now I'm pretty sure this was a Blu-ray edition. This was a Fun City Editions set right here. This is $23. I got the prices right there and everything. Look at that. It's got Jeff Bridges, Barry Brown. I haven't seen this movie, and to be honest, like I just kind of looked over it. Maybe this was something that was sentimental to them, so they put it high up on the list. Coming at number 8, The Abyss. Kind of a basic choice. I didn't have The Abyss, like, on any list that I covered. Maybe I should have put The Abyss in underrated, but I truly don't think The Abyss was underrated. But, I think it could have qualified for that list since I didn't really talk about it anywhere else. It was a good release. It was a really good release, actually. I think The Abyss looked the best of all the James Cameron 4Ks, for sure. And it had like didn't it have like a new documentary with James Cameron in it. It definitely had new features, for sure. I reviewed all this stuff, guys. I should remember, but I don't. It was a good release, so solid release. I don't fault anybody for putting that at number 8, guys. So now if there's something to really criticize here, I will criticize it. Coming in at number 7, Pat Garrett and Billy Kid. I can't criticize that. That was on my underrated list. I thought that was a really great looking 4K. The movie was super fun too. I mean, I love Westerns, but that was a Sam Peckinpah film. But yeah, I'm not going to fault him at all for putting Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. I will say though, it has a price point of $70. You can get that for $40 if you wait for them Criterion Flash sales, Barnes and Noble sales. It's going to be coming later this year. So wait for those sales. Pick up that set. It is a great set, though. I'm not going to deny that. It had tons of extra cuts in it. Great set. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This was put out by Disney. I mean, look, I watched this on Hulu. I could only imagine, because it looked good on Hulu. I can only imagine how breathtakingly gorgeous that film was in 4K. On a home system. So again, not going to fault it. Like me personally, like I didn't love the movie enough to put it like on a list. And I mean, I didn't watch the actual 4K, but if you loved it and it was something you were really, into, yeah, I did hear about this. So they did bring up the raw cut. They actually put a cut of this film on the disc. Um, that was a version of the film without any of the visual effects added in. So you could watch it with people in mocap. I actually think that's really freaking cool. I don't know if I'd ever want to watch the entire movie with people going around in mocap, but that is a really cool feature that they put on that. I mean, again, you got to give Disney credit for doing that. That was actually a really cool feature that they added. I'm sure they had a lot of other features as well. Mute Witness at number 5. I was not very impressed with this release. I'll be honest. I did not think the 4K looked particularly good. Did I say that right? I can't talk ever. Particularly good. I didn't think it looked great. And the movie for me was just okay. I didn't love it. I honestly thought it was pretty basic and bland and a little boring. And I don't remember it having really good features. Like I think it had like 2 or 3 new features in it. So I personally, I don't think I could put that movie that high, but maybe you're somebody that loved that film and you were happy to see it get that treatment. And, I get it. I get it. But, if you're going to pick an Arrow video title, I think they mentioned it down here, a Simple Plan. I would have gone a Simple Plan all day. But again, that's not my list. A Simple Plan was in my personal top 10. The Keep from Vinegar Syndrome. I mean, great release, great features. You can't really knock that. I mean, a long-awaited 4K Blu-ray, great features. The 4K looked really good. Great even. I mean, yeah, you can't knock that. I mean, that varying degrees of quality when it comes to the actual film itself. But if you love the film and wanted to see it get that treatment, I get it. Bound. This is somebody that loves the Criterion Collection. That's 2 Criterions, right, so far by my count. Actually, no, it's 3 because the Underground Railroad was Criterion as well. Bound was a really good release. Really good release. That should have been in my underrated, but I did not put that in there. I really liked the movie. I didn't think it was incredible or anything, but I was really kind of engaged and sucked into that film. I thought it was really, really good, really solid. And the 4K did look great. So I mean, I get it. Like if that movie, if you're just personally attached to it, The Boy and the Heron at number 2. Wasn't that the first? Was that the first? Shouts to G Kids or anime and 4K release? Was it? I remember it was like a first for something. I can't remember if it was the first 4K anime that ever came out or what exactly it was. I'm not super into anime, guys, so would definitely not be that high up for me. But and I didn't even watch the movie. But again, if you love the movie, I get it. I don't know what kind of special features that have. And then number 1, guys, is Stop Making Sense. Well, oh my goodness, they got now. Hold on, now this kind of ticks me off a little bit. They are cheating. You can't freaking have 4 movies releases for your number 1. Okay, you can have 4 releases. Is that 4? No, 3 releases. Sorry, guys, for your number 1. Stop Making Sense, Last Embrace, and The Manchurian Candidate. So those are all directed by Jonathan Demme. Okay. I mean, I guess that's how they got away with it. They wanted to put all the Jonathan Demme films together at number 1. I don't know though. It's like, come on, you got to pick one. You got to pick one here. But The Manchurian Candidate, that was the Denzel Washington movie. I haven't seen that one yet. I did buy it, but I haven't seen it. I do have The Last Embrace, and Stop Making Sense is something I think about picking up when I go to Walmart's, but I just haven't yet. But look, solid list, I guess. I'm not gonna poo-poo all over it. It's clearly somebody that's super into physical media and has a knowledge of this stuff. And I haven't seen all the releases on this list, so it was a decent list. It was a decent list. I don't feel like it had a lot of range because it kind of focused in on Criterion and stuff like that. But and Disney also had several Disney titles on there. But yeah, what do you guys think of that list? Let's move on. Let's move on to Sound and Vision. And I don't know how they're going to do their list, if they're going to number it. For reasons known only to them, the studios have been saving some of their absolute best and most interesting 4K releases for waning days of 2024. Among them, the most hotly debated movies of the past 12 months, as well as cult favorites and a few outright classics in between eggnog and champagne. We pull this list of must-see Ultra HDs for your consideration as we toss another calendar into the recycling bin. So they put the searchers, so that they might just be talking about great ones. I don't know if they're listing them. The searchers, 100%. That should be like number 1 or number 2 on everybody's list. It was number 2 on mine. There's no way that anything picture quality wise can beat that this year. Like, there's just no way. Like, I haven't seen everything. I've seen a lot of stuff. I mean, I watched at least 120, 130 4Ks. But there's nothing that can beat that. Like realistically, like that picture quality was so beautiful. Oh my God. It was so good. No Country for Old Men. I was not blown away with the picture quality there. It had great features and I loved rewatching it. And it was an upgrade over the Blu-ray, but I was not super blown away by it. Joker, Folly Ado. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was a beautiful 4K. I mean, I get it if you're just talking about the quality. Beetlejuice. What is going on with this list? Oh my goodness. The Wild Robots. The Wild Robot did look really good. Alien Romulus 4K. Demolition Man. Demolition Man Limited Edition 4K. We got Transformers 1 4K. Are they just talking about the December releases? Legends of the Fall. Yeah, I was on another. Willow is on here as well. See, they frame these as 2024 lists, and then you click on it, and it's just giving you like 1 month. I think Variety did that to me as well. So I apologize, guys, but this looks like it's not entirely an end of the year list, but it's just for December. But I mean, December was a great month for physical media. But let's go to the DVD Beaver and see what's going on over here. We're on the DVD Beaver, guys. Check them out. I'm assuming these people know what they're talking about. They got a variety of lists here. I'm not going to go over everything. Let's look at their top 10 box sets. So first place, all the Haunts BRs. I do want to get these sets, the first one and the second one. I do want to get these sets because I do like me some folk horror. I haven't watched a ton of the classic stuff, but it's so much. Like, it's so much content in there. It's like, yeah, I'll get it, but like, am I realistically gonna watch this in the next like 5 years? I feel like I can wait till there's a sale to get these sets. The Frank Capra set, like I want that. I'm gonna be getting that sooner rather than later. I need to get that. It's a pretty hefty price tag, about 140 right now, but I do need to bite the bullet and grab that one pretty soon. Third place is I Walked with a Zombie, Seven Victim. I'll be getting that in the Criterion sale probably sometime this year. That looks like a good set. Got the Gothic set, Japanese film Gothic set. I do need to get that. Actually, no, I have that. I do need to watch that. That's what I meant. Hitchcock set. This is from Studio Canal. That's in fifth place. You got sixth place goes to the Masters of Cinema. Lewis, I can't even pronounce that. The Complete Crime Serials, 1913 and 1918. Okay, nice. Columbia Classics, Volume 4. I mean, I disagree with having it that low. Like, that was really an incredible set. Like, that to me should have went above. That to me should have been number 3. And again, I know it's their list, but like, you just look at the value of that set, what was included in the quality. Like Starman, I'll keep talking about it. Starman on 4K was incredible. It was one of the best discs of the year. And it had the TV show. Like, it's like, how do you beat that set? Like, this set is just incredible. It should have at least been top 3. Top 3. Eighth place, you got Columbia Noir, number 6, The Whistler. What's that got? Like 8 movies in it. Indicator does some cool stuff. I'm just not super into. I mean, I'll be honest, when it comes to Indicator, I'm not like really. Their packaging just doesn't grab me. Just the way it looks, it just, I don't know. There's that like style of packaging doesn't grab me. It could be some great stuff, and I have thought about getting a few releases, but I haven't really dove into them yet. Then they just put all the film noir Kino sets on there. I mean, that's cool. Underground Railroad is their number 10, so they got that on here as well. All right, let's back out and go into the. I'm not going to do Blu-rays. Let's do top 4Ks. Damn, they got. Look, guys, I told you guys that was an underrated release. It was. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, number 1 on their list. Damn. Like, we need the Wild Bunch in 4K. Like, Criterion is the one to do it. They need to do the Wild Bunch on 4K. Like, they got to do that in 2025. Like, I think that's the I think it's an anniversary as well in 2025 for the Wild Bunch. So that has to happen. But damn, number 1. Second place. I'm honestly surprised I'm just now seeing this pop up, but The Hitcher, yes. The Hitcher, yeah. I mean, this person that's making this list is a person of class and integrity. Because North by Northwest is number 3. Like, yeah, this is a classy list so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. The Third Man, number 4. I did not get it. I'm sure it was a great set though. I'm excited to get the Steelbook from Lionsgate pretty soon. This is a very classy list. The Keep at number 5. That's big up there as well. The Conversation, number 6. My goodness. The Wages of Fear. I don't know anything about this one. That's number 7. Oh my goodness, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I actually watched that recently. That was a really good looking 4K, and that movie was really cool. Like, I did not know that it would. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Like, that was actually really cool and interesting and kind of impressive what they did for the time. So I get it. I get it. That was a cool one. 8th place. 9th place is Seven Samurai, both releases. Damn. Guess they like them both for different reasons. 10th place, The Tenant. Damn, that was a classy list right there. That was a damn classy list by the DVD Beaver. I got to give him some credit. Very classy list. Let me look at the favorite labels. Damn, number 1 is Radiance. Number 2 is Criterion. Number 3 is Kino. Hell yeah. Number 4 is Vinegar Syndrome. Number 5 is Severin. Number 6 is Second Run. Did they mean Second Sight? What's Second Run? I'm not too familiar with Second Run. Imprints, 88 Films, Arrow, number 9. Number 9 for Arrow? Damn. And 10th, it's a tie between Indicator and Powerhouse. Aren't they the same? So there you go. But that's all I'll look for. That's all I'll look at in the DVD Beaver. Let's look at the last one, and this is the AV forums, right? Am I right, guys? Is that what this is? Yeah, the AV forums. And I scrolled down because they talked about like TV shows and movies and stuff like that. I'm not interested in that, at least not on this channel. Best 4K Blu-ray restoration, The Crow 4K Blu-ray Paramount. So they put The Crow as the best 4K Blu-ray restoration. It's not a bad pick. I'll say that it's not a bad pick. That was an incredible 4K. It really was a great 4K. And if I remember correctly, there were new features on that as well. So yeah, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. And then they got runner-up, The Raid from Sony. I mean, The Raid was a good 4K. That was a good 4K, solid pick. Then you got best 4K Blu-ray surprise, Narc from Arrow Video. A lot of people like the Narc. A lot of people like the Narc on 4K. That was a good 4K. I reviewed all these titles so far that we're talking about. Runner-up, Navy SEALs. Damn, people were excited. Ooh, Navy SEALs. People were excited about Navy SEALs. Damn. Holy crap. Best overall AV 4K Blu-ray, Dune Part 2 from Warner. Okay. I mean, it was a good release, even though all the digital or all the special features were digital. But all right. And then runner-up was Bad Boys Ride or Die. What is this category again? Best overall AV. Okay, best overall audiovisual. Okay, now I get it. Dune Part 2, of course. Yeah, I'm sure like, you know, the modern filmmaking, the visuals, I mean, everything. It was this year's Oppenheimer, for sure. For sure it was this year's Oppenheimer. So I can respect that visual wise. You know, I personally, I hold more value in the classic film restorations than I do the more modern films. I just kind of expect those are going to look great, most of them. But yeah, I get it. I'm sure that Doom Part 2 was just operating at full capacity. And Bad Boys Ride or Die, I'll watch that on Netflix. I haven't bought that yet, but I will. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. That was a good one. I can see how that would make a great 4K as well. Best 4K Blu-ray audio, Godzilla -1. I could definitely see how that would make a good audio experience. And then the runner-up was Alien Romulus. So some more modern stuff on this list. Best 4K Blu-ray video. So just video? Damn. Furiosa, Mad Max saga. And then you got Deadpool and Wolverine. Best 4K Blu-ray box set, The Hitcher. Some more Hitcher love. And then runner-up, you got Seven Samurai from BFI. Okay. Then you got best 4K Blu-ray limited edition, The Chronicles of Riddick, Arrow. Damn, that wins the best 4K Blu-ray limited edition. Was it that good? I didn't watch my Riddick yet. Was it that good? And then runner-up was Exorcist 3. I mean, that was a re-release. Come on. And it already had a 4K last year. Best 1080p Blu-ray, The Blair Witch Project. Okay, now we're talking. I haven't even watched it yet, but I know it's great. Runner-up Paxson for Blu-ray from Radiance Films. I still need to get that one. And then you got best 4K Blu-ray Steelbook, Nikita. Oh, come on. There were better Steelbooks than that. Come on. And then you got Leon that somebody just likes Luc Besson, who made this list right here. Best studio for 4K Blu-ray releases, Second Sight and Arrow Video. Okay. You can't argue with that. You definitely cannot argue with that. So that's it, guys. That's all the lists. Let me know what you guys thought. Did you all like this? You know, just me reacting to other lists out there. I thought this was pretty fun. I like to get the overall perspective, you know, that's out there, the opinion that's out there. I think it's very interesting. But thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on bell notifications for all future videos. I got plenty of content coming, guys. Plenty of content coming. And we'll see you next time.